Hi there, myself Madhav Jha. I welcome you to CodeChef and let's have a look at this question.
The problem is waiting. The problem difficulty is easy and there are no prerequisites. Let's have a read at the problem. There are n people waiting to enter a movie theater. However, the movie theater has a weird rule. The people have to enter in the order that they bought the tickets. So, the people are indexed 1 through n based on when they bought the ticket. Now, the ith person shows up at a time AI, but he may have to wait for others till he is allowed to enter the movie theater. Assume that you can enter the theater instantly. Given the times when people will arrive, find the total wait time for everyone. So for input format, we have t test cases, and for each test case, we have two lines. The first line contains the integer n, that is length of our array, and the second line will contain n integers, that is a1, a2 till an, that is arrival time of each individual. As for the output, we just have to output on the new line the total wait time. So we have this array A where we have the arrival time for each index individual. So we have A1, A2, A3 and so on. Now this is the order in which they bought the ticket, but the element describes the time when they arrived. So if A3 wants to enter the theater, they will have to wait until both A1 and A2 have already entered. If they have not, then A3 will have to wait for their arrival, and this is the waiting time. And we want to find out what is the total waiting time for everyone. That is, for each person, we will sum up their waiting time, and at the end, the sum will be our answer. So for constraints, number of test cases go from 1 to 10 raised to 4. Value of n, that is length of our array or the number of people, go from 2 to 2 into 10 raised to 5. And the value of elements itself in the array go from 1 to 10 raised to 9. Let's see some sample input. So for the very first sample input, we have 4 people in queue, and their arrival time is something like this: 2, 1, 4, and 3. The first person arrives at time 2. They can instantly enter because they are the first person. They won't have to wait for anyone. Therefore, the wait time for them is 0. The next person to arrive is actually earlier than the first person, but they will have to wait until the first person actually enters the theater. So the wait time is going to be the difference between their arrival times. So it will be 2 minus 1. That is, their wait time is 1. Next up, the third individual arrives at time 4. They too can again instantly enter the theater. They won't have to wait for anyone because all the individuals that were prior to them have already entered. That is at time 2. Therefore, the wait time for them is 0. Similar to the second person, the fourth person again has to wait for 1 unit time because the third person will arrive at 4. Therefore, the wait time here is 1. So the total wait time for everyone in this fashion is 2. Let's see how we can approach the solution. As we have seen in the sample input, we know that the wait time for an individual is nothing but the maximum arrival time of all the elements from A1 to AI minus 1 minus their own arrival time, right? Because they will have to wait for the last comer that is going to come before them. So all the people that have bought ticket before our ith individual, that is all the person A1 till AI minus 1, whoever is the last comer, that is the maximum value between A1 to AI minus 1 minus the current arrival time. This is the wait time for one individual. So what we can do is we can run this equation while keeping the value of max and calculate the wait time for all the elements. And at the end, we can simply sum them, and that will give us the value of total wait time. And with this, we have our solution. Let's see how we can implement the solution in C++. So for each test case, we call the function solve. In solve, we take the input of n, and then we take the input of our array, that is arrival time of each individual. Then what we do is we keep track of the maximum value, that is the last comer from the index 1 to I minus 1. And with this, for each ith individual, we can simply check what is their wait time. That will be nothing but maximum minus the current individual's arrival time, that is max minus current element. We take the maximum with 0 because if the current individual has a higher arrival time, it means that they won't have to wait for anyone, and there is no such thing as a negative waiting time. Therefore, we do a maximum with 0. We keep on adding this up, that is, individual wait time to our result, and at the end, when we have calculated wait time for all the individuals, their sum is the total wait time. At the end, we print it, and as you can see, I have EC in my C++ implementation. Let's see how we can implement this in Python. Again, for each test case, we call the function solve. In solve, we take the input of n and then our array. Then for each individual, we find their wait time, that is nothing but the maximum of a1 till ai minus 1 minus their current arrival time. With this, we calculate wait time for each individual and we sum it up to get the total wait time. At the end, we print it, and as you can see, I have AC in Python implementation as well. So I hope you understood the problem, the approach, and how we can implement the solution in both C++ and Python. Have a very good day, and I'll see you in the next video.